Well, hello and welcome to Cougar Coach's Corner. And today we're going to talk to Paul Grove, who's the men's basketball coach for the Cougars. And you've been going to practice for a couple weeks now. So what do you have to say about your team?
You know, we're changing a few things up that we've done in the past just based on our personnel. And I think what we're doing fitting our current team very well. And the fact the practices have been going great for us. We're getting a lot done. And the guys are really buying into what we're trying to do. So I'm very happy with the way practice are going right now.
That sounds good. So tell us something about your players. Who are the returning leaders that we can expect to see and the new stars?
Well, we have 4 guys in our senior class, and they've been here obviously a long time and played a lot of basketball. KJ Riley, Dylan Hayter, Tath, Dak, and James Pendleton are all back as seniors. Provide a ton of leadership. They're doing a great job in practice, leading the younger guys through drills, setting the tone in practice when we're scrimmaging, and they're really, really good guys to have that's face for our program.
All right, and new people or?
We've got 3 freshmen in our freshman class, all big bodies, which is really nice to have. And then Noah Conagizer joined our junior class as a transfer. And obviously, it's very nice to have Noah on the squad also. So we got 4 new guys joining all the returners, and right now it's meshing very well for us.
Okay. And this is Noah Conagizer from Hancock, who made such a splash in high school a few years ago.
Yep, he made a big splash in high school. An outstanding player, a great kid, and our expectations for Noah are very high here. Obviously, it's really, really good to have him. And, you know, we're trying to keep the expectations to something realistic and not put a ton of pressure on him. But obviously, he's going to be a very good player for us this year and next year, and it's going to be a matchup nightmare for some teams.
Great. All right, so could you describe your offense for us?
Offensively, we've changed our break. We're going to try to get a lot of early shots in our fast break, leading into early offense. We're going to still do a lot of the high ball screen we've done in the past, but we've added some 1-4 high offensive sets, again, based on our personnel. You know, every year we just kind of take a look at the guys we have in, what our strengths and weaknesses are, and based on that, you know, we've put in some high 1-4 set plays that we think is going to work really well with these guys. And they're new, so it takes a little bit longer. They, you know, in practice, they tend to go back to the old stuff because they're comfortable with it, which is fine. We'll be doing that also. But as a coaching staff, we're going to start pushing a little bit more on the new stuff and see how that works.
Okay. And how about on defense?
Defensively, we were awful last year, so we really had to basically change everything. And I thought it was going to be a much longer learning process, but the guys are really taking to it. So just a lot of high side, force and baseline. We haven't done that in many years. And we're going back to it. And like I said, I thought it was going to be a much longer learning curve. And I know once we get in the games, we'll take a step back, 2 steps back, and then try to get a couple forward again with it. And it'll take a while. But they believe in, they see what it can do defensively to other teams. And the belief is there, so that's big. And like I said, the leaders are really doing a good job in those defensive drills, in our shell work, and when we're scrimmaging. And if they believe it and are pushing for it, it just has a trickle-down effect with the whole team.
All right, well, the preseason polls are out, and you were picked for 5th in the UMAC, Upper Midwest Athletic Conference. What do you say? What do you have to say about the rest of the teams in the conference?
We have one of our better teams we've had in the last couple of years. So then you kind of look and think, well, 5 is pretty low based on that. And then you look at the teams that are picked ahead of us, and they've got a lot of guys returning. And I think a lot of teams are going to have their best team that they've had in the last couple of years. There's some COVID seniors sticking around. They're going to continue to make huge impacts in the league. There's guys that missed last season with either because of COVID or other injuries that are back. And I think this could be the strongest UMAC in men's basketball, top to bottom, we've probably ever had. And the strength, 1 through 8 has come a long way in the last 10 years, and I think we're just making another big jump this year with some really, really good teams. So obviously we're going to try to finish first. We certainly are going to try to finish better than 5th so we can get in that tournament. And I do think we have the talent to do that. I would fully expect us to be in the tournament in February. And but at this point, I don't want our guys focusing on that at all. We haven't talked about that. We got Concordia coming up tomorrow night. That's our focus. And UMAC stuff will take care of itself. It'll be nice to get a taste of it in December before we go on Christmas break to see where we're at. We're going to play 2 of the tougher teams in the league at home. So we should really get a good idea of where we're at that time. But I fully expect that we will be in the tournament at the end of the year.
Great. Well, it looks like it'll be a very competitive season in the UMAC. And
yes, it'll be very competitive. Every night should be some really, really good basketball. I'm glad people will be able to actually come out and enjoy some games again. Yep, it's great. I mean, our guys are really excited. It's a fun time of year. It's a fun thing to get ready for. And, based on the practices, all the work they're getting done, the fun that they're having, we enjoy being together. Those are the biggest things, and it's going to be a fun year.
Good, great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Paul. And that's Cougar Coach's Corner for today.
All right, thanks, Gordon.
Thank you.